First off, click on Create New Campaign button. You'll have to choose the seat upon which you want to run the campaign. To comply with LinkedIn's terms for automation, we have kept a maximum outreach of 75 per day and a maximum of 3 campaigns at once. Next up, we'll fill the campaign basic details like campaign name and campaign description. For the prospect list, we can either choose from the ones we have created or create a new one. We can see here that the remaining daily outreach for me is 25, as I already have a campaign that has 50 in it and the maximum outreach that can be done is 75 per day. Now we'll set the duration of the campaign, and the minimum campaign running time for each day should be 4 hours. We can see here that when I try to create a campaign with a time duration less than 4 hours, it doesn't let me move forward. Next up, we'll set the time zone, and for LinkedIn account safety purposes, we advise not overlapping multiple campaigns at once. Now comes the most important part, creating a flow. So you can choose a flow template that's inbuilt in Syndie. Otherwise, you can import a JSON file as your flow, or you could create a new one. Let's create a new one and add our first step. So all the actions available here can be configured with AI to make them more human-like. So the first step is visit profile, and it doesn't really need an AI configuration. Next action, we'll like the recent post of the lead, and it has some configurations here. Next up, we'll try commenting on different posts with AI. We can see that we have different configurations here and also a generate example button. Let's quickly do that. Yep, this looks good. So let's move on to our next step, which I think should be a connection request. It's a branching step. So here we can see that we have a lot of AI configurations. You can also engage with the recent activity of the lead. And let's generate an example here. Yep, this looks good to me. Let's say now the connection request is accepted. What should be our next step? Now sending a message has a lot of smart configurations, which I advise reading them first, then switching them on. You can also write your message purpose here. Let's quickly generate an example here, and yes, this looks good to go. Now let's say my connection request has not gotten accepted in 7 days. So now I'll try to withdraw my request. So now to re-engage with my leads profile, I'll try following his company and his profile. Also, you can choose many other steps. It's on your discretion. Let's quickly save this flow, and I'll also export this flow just to send it to my teammates. So now let's quickly start our campaign, and yep, our campaign has been activated successfully.